Yeah, it's been a crazy week, and it's just a kind of a. Totally forgot about this morning, and I was not getting a lot of sleep the last few days, and my back was killing me, so I took a Tylenol PM, and I never sleep past like 7:30, so I didn't even think to set an alarm, and like I woke up and it was 9:40, and then I saw a text from Bruce, and I went, well, what am I gonna do? So I had to get up, and so hey, Bob, I'm going to make you an admin for the month at least, okay? So watch this. I can change or add you as a moderator. Boom. Let's see. Managing moderator. Managing moderator. Block words. Change chats mode to live. Can never remove. Can review and remove chat message. Yeah, we'll do that. Now let's see. I think, Dennis, you're a standard. Oh yeah, you're standard. Okay. So there you are, Bob. Look at that. You got a little monkey wrench right there next to your name. That was Bruce's suggestion because Bruce is going to be gone. He texted me this morning. I guess maybe he was on. I don't know if he's going to be here this morning. I don't think he is. He texted me last week saying he was going to be gone like July, traveling and stuff. So, hello, Krishnu. I'm not even going to try. Yeah, I figured that you're from India. Well, that's the advantage of starting a little bit later. It's probably what time is it in India right now? We never get any Australian viewers. Because I usually do this at 9 in Los Angeles time, a.m., 9 in the morning. Well, this is a good lesson. We're going to talk about capoing. And so if you don't have a capo, you don't have to have one right now. But, there's so many different kinds of capos. And what capos do is they shorten the neck. Which is actually really good, too, for beginners, because even if you don't need to transpose something, if you have the capo on, okay, the strings are closer to the frets, so they're easier to push down for beginners. So easier to play a G chord, or a C chord, or a D chord, or E minor, or E major, or E7. All these shapes are easier to play. The other thing is the frets are slightly smaller, not much, but slightly. I mean, you'd have to go up here to get them smaller. So again, if you have small hands or you're a beginner, it's a little bit easier to play the guitar if the frets are a little bit closer together. So, and then what you can do, and I've told beginners to do this, then you do that. Maybe you practice like that for a month, and then the next month you move down to the second fret, and the next month you move down here, and then the last month you take your capo off, and now this feels a little more comfortable if you're struggling. And it may not have to be a month. You could do a day and then a day and a day, or even an hour and an hour and an hour. Just kind of get your hand used to the harder to push down strings and things like that. So we're going to talk about capoing at the third fret, but actually I think I'm going to give you my chart that I did years ago for my for my clinics I was teaching. for Taylor Guitars. I was teaching them for Maranatha Music, but Taylor's one of the sponsors. And I basically would break up keys into, you basically we have 12 keys, and I broke them up into basically 3 categories. All right, let me do this here. Okay. All right. 3 key categories. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a lot smaller. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but yeah, if I put it right there, you should be okay. All right, let me, oops. So what I want this. Yeah. So we've got good keys. The best keys are G and D. Or sorry, I said D and G and D. And then my okay keys are C, and some people don't have problem playing in C, but you have an F chord in C. And then same thing with A and E. So now we've accommodated all the keys. I mean all the caged method keys, right? C A G E D. So don't worry about that. But okay. And then where's my capo? Oops. And that would be like F, B flat. Yeah. Wait. Oops. Oh, I see. I don't need to put. Okay, I get it. Oops. No. Oh, sorry, I'm still sleeping. E flat. I'm going to kind of put them in order. So far we have, that's 8 keys. A flat. D flat. Let's see. D flat, and then let's see. Well, if we do circle of fifths, so G flat, F sharp would be another key we'd definitely want our, and then B, and that should be 12 keys, I think. So at 5 there, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Okay. So let me explain this. When I say good keys, usually when we capo, and I think I can maybe create a little chart here while we talk. Dennis is bringing up COVID era. Yes, Krishnu, A sharp and B flat are the same thing. I went with the most common names for these keys. D flat and C sharp would be the same. C sharp would be a key with 7 sharps. D flat would be a key with 5 flats. So a 5 flat key would probably be more common than a 7 sharp key, if that makes sense. So yeah, if I could put a background on this, I don't know how to do that. The text, I don't think the text thing gives me that option. I would love to be able to like make the background black. Read from function. Oh, chat log mode. What? Weird. Yeah, I see select font, text. I don't, oh wait, text, I can change the color. I could do a drop shadow. Does that help, I wonder? Or an outline? Well, that actually does help, doesn't it? That's better. Okay, sorry, I haven't done that before. So, I can also do this. I don't know. Let me try this. I'm gonna do a new thing, and let's see. don't see anything. Weird. All right, well, okay, I'm going to delete that one then. All right, so remove. All right, so when I capo, like if someone says the song's in B flat, then what I do is I look what's the lowest position on the fretboard. Yeah, that's going to be right in the way of my headstock. Let's put. Oh my gosh, the light's too. What does it look like for what you're seeing? Yeah, not great. It's hard to grab the right. Gosh darn it. Hope you're not getting dizzy over there. See, if I made it black, it would disappear too. Okay, so my capoing trick, my capoing secret, is that I generally I want to play in using G shapes or D shapes. One of the main reasons is in the key of G, the 1 chord is an open chord, the 2 chord is an open chord, the 4 chord is an open chord, the 5 chord is an open chord, the 6 chord is an open chord. So the 3 chords a bar chord, but 5 of the 6 main chords are all open chords. And so that means it's like, oh, that's a super easy key for beginners to play in. But not just beginners. See, I will opt for G shapes because I don't want to struggle. And I also want to have a lot of open strings as options when I'm improvising and playing. If I were to play in B flat without a capo, let's say, I'm going to be relegated to bar chords. There's the 1 chord, there's the 4 chord, here's the 5 chord. I have D minor with the 3 chord, which is the least common of the 6 chords. That's the only one that would be open, I think, right? G minor, yeah, G minor's not open. I mean, I can play that G minor, but I might hit that E accidentally. So B flat's, not a great key on a guitar. Now, if I'm playing electric, that's different. I still might grab a capo if I wanted kind of an open, chimey, ringy sound. If I want to sound like the Byrds or the Beatles or something like that, I might still grab a capo so I can have a lot of open strings. Okay. Yep. Yeah, those are called enharmonic. Different names for the same note. So, but these are the most common names for the 12 keys right here. Right here. Sorry, I'm sleepy. Okay. So let's see here. So if I put my capo back on. So my secret is basically I want to capo the key, change the key, so that I'm using either G shapes or D shapes. Whatever feels the best. So in the key, using D shapes, the 1 chord is an open chord, the 4 chord is an open chord, and the 5 chord is an open chord. The 2 chord is an open chord. The 6 chord is B minor, but we have lots of subs for B minor shapes. So D is also a very, very good key. Okay, so if I can move any song into G or D, I'm not going to even have to think too much about my left hand. Okay. Now my OK keys. I call C my OK key because the problem with C is you have an F chord in it, but C sounds really good on the guitar. I will sometimes capo to play in the key of C. So like if I've got a song in E flat, I might capo it, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But the key of C, has this F chord, but it also has A minor, it also has G, it also has D minor, it also has E minor. So basically, the key of C has only 1 bar chord of those 6 main chords, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 chords. All right, and there won't be a quiz on that, but so take a sip. But we will have a quiz later on something else. Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G is a natural minor scale. I think that's a natural minor. I know it's a minor scale harmonic minor, melodic minor would be different, but okay. And then the key of E and the key of A, those are great for rock keys. Those are very common in rock music. And you've got a big E and you got a big A, and then you got a B, you know, which is a struggle. That key of A is great because you have the 1, 4, 5 are all open chords. A lot of songs. Those are that technically is in the key of A. Those 3 chords, but you wouldn't end that song in the key of A. You would end it on E, right? So technically, that song's in kind of, you could call it E mixolydian, which is the relative E key in the key of A. Again, no test on that, but that's a very common chord progression, but it's not purely in the key of E because there's no D in the key of E. There's a D sharp, and we're not doing key theory today, but I'm just telling you. So when the other keys like F, you know, F would be all bar. Well, it's got a C chord and a D minor chord and an A minor chord. So technically, you've got 3 open chords in the key of F. But B flat, we talked about already. You only had 1 open chord, I think. Was that? Yeah, D minor. The key of E flat, we wouldn't really have any open chords. Yeah, no open chords. The key of A flat, same thing. Key of D flat, nope. So all of those keys, F sharp and B, are ones that I'm probably, if I'm playing acoustic and I'm in the studio. In fact, I did a song yesterday, and I was in the studio working on a song for a video game. I think it was an F. Oh, hold on. Oh no, technically it was in E flat. No, it had a D flat in it too. So what I did was I capoed first fret. And I was able to play every chord in the song with open chords, which made it sound really ringy and chimey and pretty. And the chords were in the song, and it will be coming out. It's for a video game, but I think they're going to release it as a new video game. Yeah, I got my Starbucks right here. So, yeah, F minor, A flat, B flat, D and E flat, but it went to G major. So there was one time, you know, a couple times I had to hit this. It's a great, that was the transition. The song, the phrase would end on a G. But it went to that G chord. It sounded so good. Okay, so, but it was fine to have the weird chord be a bar chord. I talked about this last week. A lot of times I feel like if you've got a key that, you know, all of the chords are open except one, that one chord is just going to sound really almost dark by comparison to the open chords. It's not going to ring out as loud. You know, I watched Rick Beato's interview with Julian Lange, who's a great guitar player. I mean, he's just one of the best young guitar players. And he kind of imagines like fretted notes. He thinks of them as being open strings. You know, he tries to get an evenness to them. I'm focusing most of my time practicing finger exercises. You can't hold any chord yet. Oh, you get, okay. I have a video on that too, talking about getting a better sound from your chords. Let me see. So I can post it and let's see let me try to find that. And then you can bookmark it to watch later. Let's see. In fact, did I? No, I shot it here. What did I call that? Okay, just have to get rid of this. It wasn't, I mean, I guess it was a long time ago. I forget how long we've lived in the house. Let's see. I forgot what I called the video. It was one on, I have here's some of my videos. Why so many banjos? My worst gig was my first gig. The Guitars of Apex Legends. Solo in 101, Solo in 101. I haven't done one of those in a while. Those didn't, well, they did pretty good. I should probably do another follow-up to those. Kala, minor scales, 3 major scales. Yeah, those did pretty good. I should, I probably could do 3 E minor scales. How to hold a pick. Okay, I did that. Dang, I've done more videos than I think I have in the house here since we moved. What did I call it? I'm sorry. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find a video on. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Jeez, we're strumming tips, please slide. I've probably already seen it, looked right past it. So, talk about capos. Dang it. Okay. 10 tips to increase your speed. Oh my gosh, how long ago did I do this? Just laughing at some of these titles. Oh my. Now I gotta find it because I'm like, now I've started the search. Oh, that's in that here too. I'm gonna drop. How many of you watched? I haven't checked yet. How many of you watched the mandolin video that I posted? Anybody watch that? Oh, sorry. Let me post the Discord link here. There's a Discord link where you guys can talk about stuff. 100%. Yeah. So check this out. See, that's in the. Oh. Nope. Huh. Did I never post that video? I thought I did. If I think of it or if I see it over here, I'll post it. I'm so sorry to waste your time. Me. I always say it's like watching an episode of CSI. Let me see who the murderer is. Get online. Hey, Pink Elephant, what's going on? Okay. So the keys that are generally the flat keys and the sharp keys, like F has 1 flat. Boom, I'm going to grab my capo if I'm playing acoustic. And the key of F is, the 1 chord is here, the 4 chord is here, the 5 chord, the 6 chord, the 3, we've got the 2 chord, we've got all of the main chords. Most of them are open, not all of them. Like I said, in the key of D, you've got 4 of the 6 main chords are open. And the main chords are the 1, the minor 2, the minor 3, the 4, 5, and the 6. And in order, it's 1, 4, 5. Those are three most common chords in a song. Then the sixth, so the minor six, then the minor two, and the minor three is the least common. So if the minor three is the only chord that's a bar chord, then you're probably not going to have a problem. In the case of G, the key of G, B minor is the only bar chord of those chords. Okay, so let me just review that real quick. So the key of G, the one chord would be G, the two chord is A minor, the three chord is B minor, the four chord is C major, the five chord is D, and the six chord is E minor. Now there's 7 notes in the key. You could have F sharp half diminished seventh, but actually most people do D over F sharp. Sorry, if they want that bass note. If I want to. So I'm just doing a descending G progression. There's different ways you could do that. I could probably do a video on that. It'd be kind of fun. I would do that oftentimes if I was speaking, like at church between songs, or I wanted to pray. It was something I could do in autopilot, and then I could kind of go work out of my right brain and left brain at the same time. Okay, so the key of F has 1 flat, the key of B flat has 2 flats, the key of E flat has 3 flats, the key of A flat 4 flats, and D flat has 5. The key of F sharp has 5 sharps. The key of B, 6 sharps. The key of B has 5 sharps. I kind of did that backwards. I should have done B and then F sharp. But anyway, I can fix that. So